Madridistas, welcome back to Dallyfc. This Wednesday, Real Madrid travels to Greece to be facing off against Olympiacos, and hopefully we can be cooking them like some Greek cuisine. I'm talking baklava, I'm talking tzatziki, I'm talking gyros, I'm talking saganaki. That's what I want to be seeing from Real Madrid, absolutely cooking this team. But guys, let's talk about Olympiacos, my thoughts about the team coming into this one, my starting 11 that I want to see for Real Madrid, and then of course my official match prediction. In Madridistas, real quick, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, like the video. About half of you watch all the videos, but you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It's free to do. It helps me out a ton. I very much appreciate it. So Madridistas, it has already been a crazy day so far in the news for Real Madrid. I already dropped you my video on Vinny Jr. versus Xabi Alonso, the entire contract situation happening. I gave you my thoughts in that video, so definitely check that out if you haven't watched that already. Watch it after this one. Highly recommend that one. But we need to be talking about this Champions League game for Real Madrid against Olympiacos. We will be traveling to the beautiful country of Greece on Wednesday to be facing off against Olympiacos team that is a lot tougher than they look on paper. Right now, they actually sit at the top of their league over there in Greece in Super League 1, whatever they want to be calling it, because I guarantee it has a different name in Greece. But when you actually take a look at the Champions League table, it is not as good. It is not as pretty for them. They currently sit 31st, and I'll be honest, I do not think that they actually will qualify for the next part of the rounds, whatever you want to be calling it, round of 16, out of the group stage, whatever you want to be calling it, in the Champions League. I would be surprised if Olympiacos actually gets out of that one too. But they are a lot more difficult than they what may actually seem on paper too. When we take a look what happened, they already played Barcelona this year. Common opponent that we can actually compare them to. Barcelona absolutely thrashed them 6-1, but you have to watch the games. You cannot just be looking at the scoreboard because that game is very deceiving in my opinion. Barcelona fans, they might disagree with me. Olympiacos was actually making that a game until a red card actually happened in that game and basically threw the entire game out the window too. It was 2-1 in that game early before Heze actually got that red card. And here's the thing too, should never have been a red card. Ever. Should never have been a red card, but Barca, you know how it goes. After that, Barcelona absolutely ran riot on them too. Lamine Yamal getting a penalty in that game. Then Rashford gets one, gets two, and then Lopez also gets on the board to make it a 6-1 win. It looks dominating, but when you also compare them against probably a top 2 team in Europe over there in Arsenal only won that game 2-0. And here's the thing, when you take a look at this, Martinelli scores early for them, but then after that, it was very difficult. Saka doesn't score until the 2nd minute of stoppage time in the 90th minute too. Olympiacos is a legit team, and that was at the Emirates too. This is a team that, again, they have not won so far in the Champions League through 4 games. They have 2 losses and 2 draws. But this is a difficult team. And for us having to travel all the way to Greece, this is going to be difficult too. Hopefully Mbappe doesn't have a USA situation too with the food over there. Hopefully we can avoid that. But Olympiacos is a legit team that I am a little bit concerned about because I think that they can actually make our life very, very difficult too. They do have a striker over there, El Kabi, who has 9 goals so far for them. He is a Moroccan striker. He's actually pretty good so far. 9 goals, 2 assists through the first 11 games so far for Olympiacos. I do think this is going to be a legit team and a legit test for Real Madrid. Not only the hostile environment, but I believe Olympiacos can make this a legit game. Now, when we talk about Real Madrid and the starting 11 that I want to be seeing in this one too, the person I really wish we would be having in this game, and I don't have the official squad list yet. Real Madrid, get it to me. Get it to me early. I very much would appreciate it when I do these match previews. But it's Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni was not out there because he got injured right before international break for Real Madrid, which just honestly sucks because he's been instrumental so far for Real Madrid in the success we've actually had so far this season. Having Tchouaméni not be out there against Elche just had us bleeding opportunities to Elche. Elche could kind of do whatever they wanted to the midfield. That is somebody who I think is a huge glaring issue for Real Madrid not having him out there right now. Somebody I'm hoping maybe by December, hopefully at least before Manchester City comes to town in the Santiago Bernabeu, hopefully we will be having Tchouaméni out, but it looks like he's going to be out for this game too, and that is an issue of concern for me right now. Somebody who I wanted to be highlighting to, who after rewatching that game, I was a little more encouraged than I was discouraged, was Trent Alexander-Arnold. I actually thought Trent was a lot better in that game than I thought initially too. Yes, he wasn't fantastic, 100%. But he did have a lot of accurate crosses into the box and a lot of very good opportunities that this guy, honestly, guys, Trent easily could have had 2 assists if Kylian Mbappe actually would have converted some of these balls. Trent Also, not only are there some of these beautiful crosses, we actually have an attacking threat on the right wing. How many different times have we been left wing FC out there too, with Vinny Jr., Kylian Mbappe, Rodrigo even at times, all three of them over there, actually having a presence over there in Trent Alexander-Arnold to be able to go over there, run down, get a cross over there, overlap with whoever is over there. I think Trent brings a lot to this team. I'm excited for him to be getting back into fitness, getting back into form, and I think he can offer a lot for us in this game especially. I also think he can benefit even more if we have the proper starting 11 out there. And the proper starting 11 starts, in my opinion, with this game. And Xabi Alonso, you need to be doing this, buddy, with a striker. And I'm talking a legit striker out there too. Take a look with me on the screen now. I am starting Gonzalo Garcia up top. This is a big, big move. I'm not exactly sure if Xabi Alonso will actually be doing it. I want to hear from you in the comments. Do you want Gonzalo Garcia starting in this game? Let me know about your thoughts about Gonzalo Garcia in the comment section below. I am starting Gonzalo Garcia up top. I believe he can offer us a true threat, somebody who can actually stay in the box. He can press. He plays for the badge. Is he the best striker in the world? No. Can he eventually become that? Why not? Why not? I think this guy has killer instincts. I've already seen what he can do in the Club World Cup for Real Madrid. That was under Xabi Alonso. I believe I want to be seeing Gonzalo Garcia getting an opportunity in this game, and I'm hoping he gets that one in this one. Vinny Jr. starting on the left wing. I'm starting Arda Güler at the 10 in this one. Kylian Mbappe starting at the right wing. Will he move over to the left? Maybe. Maybe him and Vinny can switch. I'm open for anything. I'm open for anything. But this is what I'm starting with. Jude Bellingham and Fede Valverde making up a double pivot. Of course, Jude will probably overlap a little bit more. Him and Arda Güler can switch at times. I'm open to that too. But whatever it is, we need to be working out. We need to be solid in the midfield if you were having three attackers. That's the one issue that actually comes with this lineup. I'll let you guys know right now on that too. Alvaro Carreras getting a start left back. Dean Howson, unfortunately, still no Militao. Raul Asensio, I think he's been solid at times, getting the start for me at the right center back. And then I am going Trent Alexander-Arnold at the right back. And he might be the right back moving forward too in the foreseeable future. And of course, Thibaut Courtois in the back for me. When it comes to my keys to the game, you already saw the starting 11. Number one key for me is the striker. Actually having a striker out there is the key to me, because for Real Madrid right now, we can't score, dude. We legit are struggling to score 2 goals in the last 3 games. And the 2 goals that we actually had came from corners, came from an ugly, ugly goals too. Bellingham, Tappingham, whatever you want to be calling them, gets on the board. And then also it comes off a Jude Bellingham assist, maybe hit his hand. Maybe. It went to Dean Howson, who gets on the board for the first time. But they were ugly goals. We, right now, are struggling to be able to actually find the back of the net consistently enough. And I'm sorry. If Vinny Jr. is out there, if Kylian Mbappe, Arda Güler, Jude Bellingham, we should be scoring way more than what we're actually doing. I believe bringing on Gonzalo Garcia will do a couple things. It will be a target man in the box that Vinny Jr. can cross to. Kylian Mbappe can cross to. Arda Güler has a target man in the box. Arda Güler can kind of float a little bit behind him. Jude Bellingham doesn't have to be the striker running into the box. It also will allow Trent Alexander-Arnold to have a target man in the box where Trent is delivering these beautiful crosses into the box. We will have opportunities there with somebody who is actually correctly in the right position. That's why I'm starting Gonzalo Garcia. I think we've tried almost everything else so far under Xabi Alonso, whether it's Rodrigo starting, whether it's a Dani Ceballos starting, whether it's Fede Valverde right back, it doesn't matter. We've tried a lot of different things. This is the other thing I want to be seeing. I would not mind seeing Endrick. I already know a lot of you are saying, Dally, why don't we see Endrick out there too? I'm open to it, mate. I'm open to it 100%. Endrick is probably going to be going on loan, though. That's just the truth. That's the truth out there. And it'll be interesting to see if he actually gets any game time. I'm not expecting it, but Gonzalo Garcia should be getting game time, and I really hope he does in this one. If he doesn't start 65th minute, 60th minute, I want to be seeing him off the bench for me. The next key is we just need to be more attacking focused. Right now, again, we are just struggling to actually get goals. We are defensively sometimes decent, but I think we need to be getting on the front foot, scoring not 1, not 2, but maybe even 3 at halftime, and then controlling the game from that. If we're up 3-0, then you want to slow it down, then you want to control, then you want to bring on a Dani Ceballos. That's fine. You can be doing that, but we need to be a more attacking focus, and I believe more of this attack, having actual 3 attackers out there can benefit Real Madrid. I really believe that. I also think we need some urgency when it comes to Xabi Alonso. That's another key for me. Urgency, because here's the thing, dude. The clock is ticking for you, Xabi Alonso. The clock is ticking. It has not been pretty the last 3 games so far. There have already been discussions right now that it's a broken locker room between Vinny Jr., some of the other players too, and Xabi Alonso. If we are not winning and we are not getting the results that we want, Xabi Alonso, I'll be honest, I don't know if you're making it the whole year. And I want Xabi Alonso to succeed. I want Real Madrid to succeed. I want Real Madrid to be winning. But Xabi Alonso has to have a lot more sense of urgency too. And that can come into multiple different assets and facets of the game. That can come into the starting 11 that we see. Maybe it's a more aggressive starting 11. That can come into the subs. If things aren't working, you make subs quicker. You're making subs a lot quicker too. And some of the actions that you actually have out there have a lot more urgency than what we've seen so far for Real Madrid. That's what I want to be seeing from this game. But I do believe this is going to be an interesting game and a game that Olympiacos is going to test Real Madrid. I would not be surprised, as much as I hate to say it, if we're down 1-0 at halftime, if it's a hostile environment, if we are not handling the pressure, if we are blowing chances, if we are giving Olympiacos opportunities, I could see us being down 1-0 easily. But at the end of the day, when it comes to my official match prediction, I do believe we will travel to Greece and we will get a win, a much deserved, a much needed win, I think. I think it's not going to be as pretty as maybe as we want to. I'm going to be going a 2-1 victory for Real Madrid over Olympiacos. I believe Kylian Mbappe will finally get back on the board, and I believe Gonzalo Garcia, if he starts, will also get a goal in this one. Guys, that's my official match prediction. I want to hear from you in the comments below. If you made it to the end of the video, if you're not subscribed, what are we doing? Hit that subscribe button, like the video, hype the video up. I very much appreciate it. And guys, we'll be back once again for my match reaction, instant reaction, right after the Real Madrid versus Olympiacos game. Guys, love you all. Appreciate you all. Cheers. Al Madrid.